Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Oh my gosh, it's been forever since I've sat down to record one of these. It's been like 3 years. And there's so much to catch you guys up on. But I'm Al, and this is where I'm going to be building actually the house that I currently live in. So kind of bear with me. It's like a split level home, which is like impossible to build in the home, and then even more impossibly it's a tuck under, which means that the garage is like part of the house. So you're just gonna have to bear with me through this, and you'll kind of see that I have to use medium height walls, which makes it a nightmare. Doing like the split level stairing is just kind of annoying because obviously I'm trying to replicate my house, and it's not gonna turn out perfect, but it definitely is very similar to what my house looks like currently that I bought on my own. There's so much sketchier fun. So last time we talked, I was moving into a townhouse. Oh, excuse me, I'm sorry if you can hear my cat. She just hops up to my desk. Hi, Inez. I was moving into a townhouse with my then boyfriend. We then got engaged, and we then bought a house together. And life was just so busy, I didn't find my way back to you guys. And now, not engaged, bought my own house in a different town, and just kind of starting over and entering my single girl era. And one thing I wanted to do that kind of fills my cup that I haven't done in a while is build sim houses. And so this is my first official one back. I think I'm going to try to post one before this using the new pack Adventure Awaits, but this is going to be my entry back to posting on a regular schedule. I think for at least the rest of this year it'll be weekly videos on Sundays, and we'll see how that goes. There might be occasionally be a few extra builds a week, but we're going to try to keep them at weekly builds. As you're seeing now, we kind of got the outside finished. There are some things that I forgot about my house that after I finished this build, I went back and I was like, oh my god, I completely forgot that there's brick here on the outside of my house. And I was like, how can I forget that? That's literally the one thing deterring me from painting my house again, because I'm not sure what other color would match the brick. But yeah, it's obviously not quite exactly the same, just because it's hard to do a one-to-one recreation of The Sims, and it's even harder to do a one-to-one recreation of The Sims of split level housing, because like levels don't work like that. And you saw me mess around with terrain manipulation, and like that was very hard for me to do. I like never mess around with terrain manipulation, and so yeah, and you just saw me place that weird kind of shaped window on top of my front door. It's actually a hexagon window, but I could not for the life of me find a hexagon window. Oh, also you'll have to bear with me because right now the recording of like the actual Sims Force is like off. Like I didn't realize I wasn't recording my full screen. Towards the end of the video, I get the full screen back, but not right away, and so you can see everything that's occurring. You just can't see like the item list at the bottom, which is slightly annoying, but it definitely works. I built this house in Copperdale because I feel like that's kind of the closest. The neighborhood that I live in is very tree heavy, but not like outdoor tree heavy, and I felt like Copperdale's a good place for it to be living like. Be like where I live. Oh my god, that makes no sense. I'm so sorry. You're gonna catch me rambling here, there, everywhere. My cat is very needy, wants to go on my lap. Yes, come on, Inez. And I do actually have these two-tone kitchen counters, and the paint matches the wall exactly. The paint that's on this wall in the living room is not exactly the same as to what's here, but I do have kind of not really built-ins. I have bookcases. They're Billy bookcases from IKEA, which is not as good as built-in bookcases, but I am just a single girl trying to live her life and own a house by myself. So the budget for built-ins, unless I'm building them myself, is pretty much just getting me the Billy bookcases. So that's what we're rolling with. Here you'll kind of see me do some landscaping, and this isn't exactly how my landscaping is in real life, but if I did my real life landscaping, this house would already be atrocious. And it's kind of already atrocious the way it is because I literally just live in a box. The top level does hang off. It kind of has like a little bit of a lip, but it would look very weird in The Sims. It would be like a half or a quarter of a tile of a lip and not a full tile like it is here. Also, those pink flowers just placed over by the AC unit, those are technically peonies, and I realized that we do not have any peonies in The Sims 4, at least not with the packs that I have. There might be like ones in some packs, but I couldn't find any in debug or the actual game, and so I kind of just went with those. You also see me using the tool mod a little bit, and it's been a while since I've been able to record and build, because I lost my PC in the quote-unquote divorce, which was kind of rude, but it is what it was. And I just finally rebuilt my own PC, which is a really fun journey. Don't ask me about too much of it. I know a lot about like the hardware, but like the software and kind of setting up the PC, oof, don't ask me about that. I'm very thankful that my friends were able to help me with that aspect of it. Also in the back, I do have like this 2-tier deck, which was kind of fun to create. Obviously I couldn't quite create it how I wanted to. I don't know if you saw, but my stairs technically got at an angle, but you can't really do that in The Sims 4. And I also do have this like walls of trees in my backyard, which is really nice because it gives me some privacy from the neighbors. And the neighbors have this weird like bump out above their garage that is like the smallest room ever. I have no idea what they're trying to accomplish with it. It's strange, but it is what it is. And honestly, my backyard is doesn't have a whole lot going on, and so it doesn't take very long for me to get through it. I do have like these flowers that I'm adding underneath the deck. I have some planter pots, and since the terrain manipulation is happening, you're seeing me use some heavy use of the tool mod. But yeah, I have like a little bird feeder. I have a fire pit that is, according to my inspection, too close to the house, so I just have to be careful when I have fires there. But I've only had one fire there, and that was kind of terrifying. But as you'll see here in a second, I do put up a hose. I have a hose right there and accessible, so it makes it a little bit easier, at the bare minimum, for me to keep myself in check. And that kind of silence those nerves. On the side, I also don't have a pea bush there, but I was like, that's kind of where just like this one tall like plant grows, and it'll kind of like that. I also have like some other like miscellaneous stuff. I do eventually I go back and put in some dog toys in the backyard, because I also have a dog now, which is very fun. She's a Bernese Mountain Dog. Her name's Thea. And she is so cute and so adorable and awesome. She is the love of my life. Literally. But yeah, I'm just kind of doing the garage. I don't currently have any workout equipment in my garage, but it is my goal to be able to get some workout equipment in my garage. I do have a lot of like handiness stuff, and because I did rebuild my front steps this summer, which was a process and something that I hope to never do again, but I do need to redo my deck this next summer. So I guess I will be doing it all again, or I'll be paying someone to do it. We'll see how it goes. But the garage is unfinished, so I don't paint in here. I wish that I had the garage kit, but I don't. Since I kind of stepped away from The Sims for a while, I haven't been staying totally up to date on all of the packs and ensuring that I have them. But as you're seeing now, I'm building the downstairs, I'm kind of hopping in between landscaping and doing the downstairs. But the downstairs is my sister's room. She lives with me, which means that I'm able to keep and afford this place, because obviously buying a house as a single woman is very hard right now, especially in your early 20s. But the basement is kind of her area, and she hangs out in there, so it's kind of fun. And I'm kind of making the utility laundry half bath. We're hoping to eventually turn it into a full bath, but I'm not quite ready for that commitment yet, or the cost of it. So we'll see. But I put some laundry down here, a sink and a toilet, a mirror, just kind of all your classic bathroom stuff. It obviously isn't, like, I don't have linoleum down there. I have like the click together vinyl planks in part of it, and the other part of it is just the concrete like basement floor, because it's also just a utility closet. My sister also doesn't have 3 jerseys hanging up, but she's a very big Chiefs fan, and she has like a Chiefs bedroom set, so that's why I have this red bed. And she does have Patrick Mahomes jersey and Travis Kelce's jersey, and she also has Caitlin Clark's jersey. She's a very big sports girl, and so I also have a hat over there. I think I put it in a box. I don't know if I put it in a box or not, but the hat that I put over on her dresser is actually a hat that she got signed from Travis Kelce, which is super cool. But now we're kind of moving into the entryway. Not much happening there. That's not actually how big it is. There is just like a landing. It's not that deep, but I couldn't get it to work. Like I said, The Sims doesn't quite work how you want it to. And now we're kind of going in and adding clutter into the living room, into the built-ins. Like I said, I have those in real life as well. And I have a mounted TV, which I'm actually very happy that I was able to get a mounted TV. It took me forever to find a gallery that fits there. And then we're going back into the kitchen where I put a little bread box because my cat is a demon and will literally eat any bread that I leave out. So bread box is necessary. And then that range hood for the kitchen is where my microwave is. And I actually have my air fryer where that microwave in The Sims is. But obviously we can't mount microwaves. Sad day for us. And I have my record player in my dining room because who doesn't love a good vinyl record? Now I'm putting some dog toys around, dog bed, and we're going into the bathroom, which also has that same green cabinet that I was talking about before. Those are from Vampires. I also wish that there was more like realistic showers like this one. I feel like those are so realistic to see in apartments in like everyday life. But there's like no good curtain swatches, or like if you have a different curtain, it changes the color of the tub. But who has a bright pink tub? No one has a bright pink tub. Unless you're going for that kind of old retro vibe. And now we're doing my office and / guest bedroom. I have a little bed in here. But the other little room we did was my dog's room, which just basically has like her dog bed and some storage stuff where she kind of stays and is her own little personal safe bubble to get away from everything. And by mean anything, it just means for me to allow to have her own space so I don't lose my marbles. And now we're just kind of doing up the office and doing some final decor. Oh, no, in my bedroom. My bedroom's our last one. But, yeah, I can't believe I was able to yap for this whole video. I just had, like, some friends over, and so I figured that my yapping would be done. But it's not. And I really enjoyed getting back to this. And I can't wait to keep doing this and posting on a regular basis, because this is something that really filled my cup before, and I'm excited to be able to do it again. So thank you so much for watching. Please like and subscribe. Comment any future builds you might want to see. I know I have some ideas planned, but I would love to hear what else you guys say. But thanks for watching. I'll talk to you guys later. Bye.